So Polk is one guy I miss, like being in the YouTube poker space.
Why do you miss Doug?
Because when he would post videos, I'd just be like excited to watch him, man. He was like one of the so Jason Somerville and Doug Polk are probably the two main guys that I really watch in the poker space before I started, like in the biggest way. So for him to like not be in it anymore is a little bit odd. And he would do things like great production value, and he'd do similar stuff to you, basically.
Yeah, I think he always took a very comedic approach, and he would
Yeah,
always
and
have a
that.
high level of understanding of what's happening in the game. So he was able to articulate these thoughts that you would think about, but he was able to put it in a way where you'd be like, oh, I didn't think about it that way. And I think we don't have too many people that are able to do that in the poker space that have an accurate picture of the entire poker industry from online, from live, and all that kind of stuff like that.
I also think that he's done so much in poker that he can just say whatever he feels like and wants to.
Which he does.
Yeah, exactly. Which is great. That's what I mean. Like that's what I miss about him having his own channel that he was actively like putting videos out for.
Mm-hmm. I think we'll see him back in other spaces. It's unfortunate, not poker, but I think what happened was this man, he just ruffled a lot of feathers, and he thought that he would get more positive credit for doing that because he felt like he was standing up to these people who were trying to bring the game of poker down, and he found that wasn't the case.
So a lot of people feel like Doug is like a, polarizing. I think he went too far probably with the Negreanu stuff, maybe, in some ways or whatever. Like he just kept it going for a long time.
What do you think
I might jump in.
What do you think about some of these new vloggers, man? My man Ryan DePaulo, Degenerate Gambler. What do you think about Ryan?
Ryan's a funny guy, man. The guy's kind of a spaz, but he's hilarious. So have you watched his stuff?
A little bit, yeah.
So he gets into this thing. I'm going to talk about this. So Ryan and Doug got into a little bit of an altercation. Did you see that?
I think
on
Ryan's
Twitter
being a little over dramatic about what happened with him. And
I
Doug,
agree.
right?
I was there.
I think
Ryan shows up,
yeah,
puts his camera in my face and Andrew's face. Doug is standing like 30 feet behind us. So he's like, oh my God, like, look, these are these people. And then, and I'm like, what is going on? Like this is the first live experience I've ever had with Ryan DePaulo. And then he goes directly to Doug after, and Doug's obviously like way bigger in the poker space, like whether, giant star in poker. And I imagine he would not have the most positive reaction to something like that. So I can understand like, anything not positive that Doug wants to say about Ryan doing that.
Yeah.
Which is like, and then it continued after that, But I will say like Ryan's like pretty hilarious, and then he like got third in something for like $200K like right after that, which was really funny. And we've been talking a lot since we've been going through this whole YouTube like strike and video removal thing, which has been rough. And so we've been texting back and forth, trying to get everybody's channels back to where they should be.
He actually came up to me at the World Series, and he put the camera on me too, and he gave me an ACR patch, and but I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, this fucking kid, right? I mean,
yeah.
But I've talked to him before that, right? And so I already knew he was a good, like, dude, this guy's fucking super respectful.
If you know,
very nice guy.
If you know who he is.
I really like the fucking guy personally.
Sure.
So when I saw him and Doug, I go, well, it's unfortunate, but I like that Ryan's out there making vlogs. He's like not a fucking.
He's great.
He's not nerdy about. He's not like, I got a 37 pure ace king on the 7-4-2. You know what I mean? He's not talking like these fucking dorks are talking all the time about strategy. He's like has a good time with it. He has fun. He relates to the common gambler out there who might be a little bit more of a degenerate. They don't all want to be these expert poker players. Like, I think the guy's a great man. I like the fucking guy. I support the guy, and I hope he does well.
Yeah, I do too, man. He's done some like spoof things about me, which is pretty funny.
Oh, he did a hilarious rap. I mean, I'm a fan of the guy, man. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't see what he did. What did he do about you? What did he do?
He was just kind of like going through things as if it was me doing it. So it was kind of funny.
What do you think about this guy, Wes? They asked about Wes Cutshall. What was his last name?
Cutshall.
Cutshall. I've seen his vlogs. He's down there in Texas. It looks like he's pulling in some numbers in a few of those that.
He's crushing. I haven't seen too much of his stuff, but from my understanding, he's in Austin, Texas, at the Tex Card House out there, and he's kind of setting up things like in a live stream format
Yeah,
it's just
cool.
like a different format
How
than a
does he
normal
film
vlog.
that? How does he do that? Is he?
He has permission from Texas Card Outs, which is smart from them, man. If you want to like, if you're like a new card room, actually if you're any card room in general and you want like marketing, it makes sense to like go to.
They're smart down there, man. I like those guys.
They're smart.
I think like doing some things well. I mean, I don't really know much about who the guy Wes is. I don't really watch his stuff like that, but
Well, he's new.
I
He's
clicked
new.
on a little bit. I like his fucking. I like the face shirt he's got rocking like that. I mean, he's got a cool look to him, man.
Yeah.
I think what I like about the poker space is that you can look like anything, right? You can be a black guy, a white girl, an Asian person. You can be literally any ethnicity, and you can have success in this space, man. We got my man Zeros out in Spain, I think he's more Spanish. I'm not sure if he's from Spain, but Zeros Poker is one of the top vloggers there. We got my guy from the French poker world. He's killing out there. YOH Firo was his name, I think. And we have all these people that don't necessarily look like they would be these sort of like stars of the vlog space. We're able to make it with just being good people, being good at poker, being good at making content. And you don't need to be this sort of loud, rambunctious personality. You can just be a fucking good person and still have success in this space, which I think is really cool.
I think that's not even like specific to vlogs. You know, if you look at like people who have been successful in poker in general, it's not like it's like just one type of person or anything. It's a variety of ethnicities and ages, and yeah, like you always hear people who are like 5 feet tall who are in poker and crushing, and they're like, when I'm in the poker game, I feel like I'm like 7 feet tall. Like I kind of always hear that from shorter people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? No?
I don't hear that. No.
Yeah, they show up in poker and they feel like they have the skill set to beat anybody.
Well, that's what they say. You can be anyone you want to be, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want to go to the poker table and you want to pretend that you're the most aggressive, fucking badass motherfucker of all time, like, you can kind of do that.
Marley has this thing where, women in poker feel disrespected, and Marley's like, if you want to like get revenge, just fucking crush them and just do that. You know, if you want to get respect in poker, you just beat people, and cards don't discriminate. If you're one of the best poker players in the world, it doesn't matter what background you come from, or if you're male or female, you can just light people up.
How about that poker boyfriend she got?
Spraggy? I mean,
my man Spraggy, man.
Spraggy's just
How does my guy Spraggy come up like that? My guy's sneaking in, man. I mean, come on. I didn't know Spraggy was like that. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know Spraggy had that kind of thing to him, man. I mean, he comes off as very sarcastic, but he's actually a super sweet fucking
What
guy,
I will say is that Spraggy's brother is much cooler than Spraggy is.
Who's his brother?
I'm not sure what his name is, but
you?
he showed up to our meetup game in London. Spraggy didn't have, I'm not going to say he didn't have the balls to do it, but I will say that he didn't show up, and Spraggy's brother did.
You think Spraggy was scared of you guys?
I think he was scared, mostly, like terrified, mostly.
I can see that. Yeah, I mean, he's playing tournaments and all. You know what I mean?
He's a tournament guy. He will not show up to play a 1-1 no limit game if his life depends on it.
You think it was because like he was just didn't want to lose the money, or what do you think it was?
I think he's tight on money right now. I know he's done
that new car and the new girlfriend got him.
You can't buy an Aston Martin and then and still have money left over.
It's an expensive car, right? It makes sense.
He's got to fly Marley out to
You don't think
London
she can fly
now.
herself out? You think Spraggs is fitting the bill? I mean, he seems like a nice guy. I bet he would be.
Marley could, but if Spraggy's not,
right,
then he should be. You better bring your girlfriend out there.
If I made my girlfriend, never mind. You're my girlfriend. You weren't my girlfriend before that. No.